Considering just how divisive the issue of Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter is, I kinda wanna make today's list more of a discussion, and you guys are welcome to peacefully discuss in the comments below because I know there are a wide array of views here. It's all up in the air, and also I, being a humble YouTube host, not a reporter, am bound to get things wrong. This is InformOverload, and let's talk about Elon Musk and Twitter. Coming in at number 10 is hate. Musk's takeover has drawn widespread scrutiny as he signals plans to overhaul how Twitter has moderated the spread of information on the platform. Musk considers himself a free speech absolutist, and his reason for buying Twitter is to make it a platform for people to express their beliefs. Musk has said he would create a new council to govern decisions and that no changes would occur just yet, as this is a huge issue. Despite that though, conservatives see this as a major win. US politicians like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Ted Cruz have been cheering on Elon's takeover, saying that Twitter is biased against right-wing content. And on that note, he is considering allowing former President Trump to return to the platform after he was banned following January 6, 2021. In the past, the platform was notorious for bullying, hate speech, and conspiracy theories, and Twitter had done a lot of content moderation to try and change that. Musk won't go back on all of this work, and he promised advertisers in a tweet that he wouldn't turn Twitter into, quote, a free-for-all hellscape where anything can be said with no consequences, but we have seen a huge uptick in hate speech since Musk took over. Number 9. Policy changes. This is a strange point following what we just talked about, but it's worth getting a bit more specific about what Elon plans to do with changes to his policies. Some rules he wants to review with his team have to do with Twitter's general misinformation policy. This policy targets specifically posts that include falsities surrounding things like election outcomes and medical policies. Apparently, he wants these policies to be even more specific, which could be a good or bad thing, we will see. He also wants to review Twitter's hateful conduct policy, and even more specifically, a section that penalizes, quote, targeted misgendering or dead naming of transgender individuals. For this issue, we don't actually know if he wants to get specific with it or remove it entirely, but we really need to know because this has been a huge hate speech issue. Right now, Twitter Trust and Safety is not allowed to penalize accounts who break these rules, except for some specific cases that are handled manually anyways. But this will all affect Twitter's business. Number 8. Stocks. On that note, on the financial side of things, the value of Twitter took a huge stock plunge after Musk made his initial offer. For Musk himself. But then again, people who bought shares for a lower price are set to make one hell of a lot from the whole thing. One large shareholder, Florida hedge fund Pentwater Capital, is expected to make over $200 million. So that's just rich people getting richer, but according to reports, pension funds that invest for teachers, police officers, and state workers in New York, California, Florida, and Wisconsin could also make a significant return. But some of Twitter's biggest investors are taking some rather large losses, including members of the Saudi Arabian government, private individuals, and major banks such as Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, and Barclays. Number 7. Advertising. Talking about stock prices may have made some of your eyes glaze over. I get that, but we aren't done talking about business. I'm sorry. The other thing Musk's takeover has affected has been advertisers. If you don't know, advertising is probably one of the biggest ways Twitter makes its money. Musk's free speech policies can go very badly. It could turn Twitter back into the cesspool it once was, or it could just moderately ease up on restrictions, turning it into a bit more of an open platform for everyone that still protects all its users. I'm hoping for the second one, but Musk himself is notorious for really towing the line and is connected to all kinds of people on all sides of things. Because of the uncertainty, companies like GM, for example, one of the major advertisers, has suspended any of its spending on the platform until they see where the company goes. Musk has to be aware of that issue, and he will be kind of forced to at least try and appease advertisers in some way. Number 6. Bringing on his team. As most people know, along with taking the top role at Twitter, Musk is also chief executive of electric car maker Tesla and rocket company SpaceX. He is now the sole director of Twitter, which was shown in a filing on Monday, but he has indicated that this position at the social media company may only be temporary. What is a little less temporary is that Musk has pulled some of the senior staff from his other companies, with over 50 Tesla autopilot engineers coming over to Twitter. What this means for Twitter is a little hard to say exactly. They'll possibly be using their massive brains to figure out how to effectively run such a politically heavy company instead of building cars and rockets. Will this be a negative or a positive? Like pretty much everything on this list, only time will tell. Number 5. Employees. Almost immediately after Musk closed his deal, top executives at Twitter were fired. This included CEO Parag Agrawal, CFO Ned Segal, and the head of legal policy, trust and safety, Vijaya Gadde. These people have held high positions in one of the biggest social media companies that exist, and they will likely be okay in the long run, but it's Twitter's other 7,500 employees that have people worried. Musk is set to make big cuts to the company, with the Washington Post expecting around 25% of the company's staff to go. An earlier guesstimate was extremely dramatic at 75%, and Musk himself has denied that completely. Whatever the number is, being an employee at a company going through such a drastic and public change has got to be stress-inducing, and many people are trying to either frantically save their jobs, wait to be fired, or they're honestly excited for a change. That's based off insider reports though. Number 4. Advice. Elon has also been meeting regularly with a few old friends and tech executives, investors, and experts for advice on how to proceed with the company. David Sachs, a venture capitalist and friend from his PayPal days, Jason Calacanis, a tech investor, Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey, and Sriram Krishnan, a former Twitter executive and current general partner at a venture firm, have all been part of the group trying to discuss Twitter's product strategy. There is another former Twitter employee who may be coming back in a leadership capacity, Kayvon Beikpour, who was the former head of Twitter product. Nothing here is finalized in terms of who may be actually joining the company, and most of the names here are simply consulting with Musk himself. It is also worth noting that many of these people are just friends and supporters of Elon. Jack Dorsey specifically supported Musk's purchase of the firm, so take that how you will. While Elon Musk has made some pretty disruptive and damaging moves in the past, there is no denying that he is incredibly intelligent and incredibly wealthy, and is friends with people who are just as intelligent. Number 3. Verification. If you haven't heard this news, recently there have been reports that Twitter could start charging people $20 per month to keep the little blue ticks that indicate verified accounts. The Verge has reported that Elon has even threatened to have people's jobs eliminated if they can't achieve this within 7 days. Now this has been a pretty controversial topic as well for many Twitter users. Some users have said that they would never pay for something that they used to get for free, but at the same time, others have noted that Twitter was leaving money on the table if it did not charge for something that so many people wanted. If Twitter charges for the tick, it will likely end up with fewer verified users, which could create a lot of ground for impersonation and misinformation. There is also the fact that if verification becomes something users pay for over qualify for, the blue tick mark could carry less social clout than it does today, which could be a bad or good thing based on your perspective. What it does do is give Twitter a way of making money outside of advertising. What that means is also, say it with me, up in the air. Number 2. Vine. If you don't remember Vine, it was acquired by Twitter all the way back in 2012, was shut down in 2016, and was essentially the precursor to TikTok, which itself has now been copied with Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, which have proved without a doubt that short-form videos like that are a popular social media. In my opinion, it was better than TikTok, but I'm just living on the nostalgia. The point is that Elon Musk has been heavily considering bringing Vine back, and apparently a lot of Twitter's employees are jumping on the opportunity to work on it, even if it's only in an effort to keep their jobs. If it is brought back, it would first need to have some fundamental changes to its outdated code, not to mention the music rights partnerships and creator payment features. I personally also think it will just give us another copy of TikTok, which itself was a copy of Vine, but has since become something a little different. It would just create more competition, and I doubt it would be as great as it used to be. And in at number 1, his plan may not even work. Elon Musk has said that the whole reason he bought the company is because, quote, "It is important to the future of civilization to have a common digital town square where a wide range of beliefs can be debated in a healthy manner without resorting to violence," end quote. Paul Knox, a professor at the Center for Free Expression at Toronto Metropolitan University, told CBC BBC News, quote, "Some voices have more economic power and more technical capacity to elevate themselves over others. So when you say that you want to promote free speech and maximize freedom of expression, you have to take into account those factors." He also said that Twitter was not built for free speech, saying, quote, "The platforms are not simply there for the purpose of having people talk to one another. They're there for the purpose of making money, of promoting products, of selling audiences to advertisers. They're not constructed to promote rational debate." Alright, everybody, that was a lot. So, I'm Adam Andrews, this is Inform Overload. I will see you all in the comments. Stay safe, and please keep it real down below. Some users, sorry, I have to go back up a little bit there. There we go. This included CEO Parag Agrawal, that's hard to say, Agrawal, Vijaya Gade, oh man.